But tonight, they are facing the Tar Heels here at Chapel Hill. And great to have you with us tonight as we are underway. Syracuse will take the first shot. Against Notre Dame, he kicks it out for Starling, the 6'4" senior. He'll pull up and pop and knock it down.
Derek Dixon, Jaden Young, Seth Trimble, Caleb Wilsin, Henri Veesaar as well, a guy that can stretch out the floor.
A great feed to Wilsin and slam it down.
And that's what their bigs are so good at doing. Veesaar, good job turning and facing. This is that little pick and roll they do. What a luxury to have two bigs.
King's trying to answer over the top. It's tapped right back to him. He gets a short one that won't fall. His rebound sliding away. Veesaar got a hand on it. It'll trigger the break for North Carolina coming in at 14. Veesaar, yep, it's Wilsin. He gets position and lays it in.
His message to his team is simple. Syracuse is worthy of our full attention.
Well, they need it tonight, but 6 on the board. Syracuse is on the table tonight. Dixon with a pull-up pop. Nice stroke there to bury a 3. Syracuse stuck at 2 points coming up on 6 minutes into this contest. Freeman, nice touch there as he buries it. Everybody said he handled it well. He was not hurt. It was a strategic decision. Vogelbach's on the drive, and no one picked him up. He lays it in. Veesaar. Shot up, but an air ball knocked away. Just mind-boggling. And the Syracuse kids, when they came in last night to shoot around here and loosen up a little bit, they were all looking up in the rafters. Nice little play there to get it downstairs to Veesaar too. You know, in the parlance of Hubert, a bit of a jerk on the floor.
Well, just because I wanted to be the best, and Coach K was great. As you watch Veesaar knock down a 3, we had talked about his ability to extend. You know, some kids can become fat cats. They get money early. They don't want to compete. They think the thing is supposed to be given to them, and nothing in this life is given.
Well, they'll miss one every once in a while. Inside, what a slam. Powell making a difference since he came off the bench.
Eyes off the defender right there. A little jab step and a strong finish by Powell.
Hands off for Freeman. Up against Veesaar, the one-hander, and he's the one guy getting it done right now. It's 10.
And Syracuse has to find a way to get some point production from somebody other than Donne Freeman, who has 10 of the team's 14 points, and that was one right there. Seth Trimble just attacking, doing exactly what Hubert Davis wants him to do. 24/7 attack mode.
George pulls up from 3, got it. These 2 very impressive wins. Tough losses too. Boston College to Hofstra. That was clean, and Freeman comes away with it. ACC's been a tough league. George has the last 6 points for Syracuse, but Freeman ends that with a rainbow shot. He has 13 in the first half.
And not staying home with the shooter.
Dixon will swing it. Stevenson's open. Buries it. A triple. George to Freeman. Moments ago, hit a long-distance shot, trying to get closer this time. And Molly McGrath, he has an array of moves offensively. There's no doubting that. He is 15.
Yeah, OB, he's really getting their offense going. And he told us he found out the day before the Notre Dame game that he was coming off the bench for that contest, and admitted this last week has been...
But that has tightened this thing up. 32-27 to getting a little bit restless here at Chapel Hill. Dixon on the drive and dish. Underneath Stevenson to finish it.
Where he can score over smaller guards.
Syracuse has hit their last 6 shots.
Yes.
Up and in for Soiree, but a nice dish.
Great contest by Veesaar there, just going up vertical.
Vogelbach's out of the lane for the long jumper. Got it from the corner. Trimble on the money. Meanwhile, Wilsin with it. Got another impressive first half for North Carolina. He comes up to set the screen. Dixon inside and 1. And approaching the final minute before halftime at Chapel Hill. Veesaar swats that one away. Triggers to Wilsin on the spin. Waits in on the reverse lays it in.
On the left side of the rim. Look at that. Look at that. You know how hard that is to keep that right pivot foot planted and not let your momentum take you in the first 12 picks of the NBA draft? Are you kidding me?
Amazing. Amazing. Shot clock down to 5. Veesaar will kick for the corner. And the long jumper on the money by Powell. He hits the 3. Time to get up a heave here for Freeman. He gets it up in time. And he backed it in. And it'll count. Window. And gets it to go.
And by the way, what hang time in the air.
Let's go to Molly with Hubert. He has been at the helm for Syracuse. And a loss tonight would leave them at 13-10 and 2 under 500 in league play. And a quick start for Caleb Wilsin. His first touch of the second half.
You know, Molly talked about Syracuse passing the ball, getting more people involved. They had 2 assists and 9 turnovers in the first half.
And the second chance for the Tar Heels. Rifle to the corner, back for Young. Downstairs for Veesaar. They moved it beautifully for 2. Syracuse just not stopping North Carolina's offense. On the weave, Starley shovels it up there. Nice touch for 2. Veesaar going right to Wilsin. Looking for another quick strike. He beats everyone to the ball, backs it in. Tremendous effort, and he has a chance for a 3-point play.
He's talked about that before the half, making it a priority. Okay, Freeman, you got 18 points. I'm Caleb Wilsin. I'm going to attack you every single possession.
And 1 foot on the line. Dribble all the way through, and a block. Outstanding defense there by Kings. Thankfully, you do burn them later. Appreciate
That's
that.
after I tell Jimmy Pacheco.
That's right. George off the window for 2. Naithan George, 8 points. So a 20-point lead here for North Carolina. On target, Rebounds from 3, and that's the biggest lead tonight.
And those are the kind of plays, that's why you want your bigs to sprint towards the rim. It opens up free shots on the outside.
Rebounds back for the triple. The last shot, they changed to a 2, but that one no question about.
And play against the best of the best. I mean, we would play against McGinnis, we would play against Vince Carter would come back and play, Stack would come back and play, Joseph Forte, and guys would come over to Durham and they would play as well. We got into some very heated battles. Sometimes fights broke out, but it was all part of the rivalry, and that's what made the rivalry even more passionate when we stepped our feet on that court.
Evans in transition. North Carolina putting a hammer down in the second half in particular. It's Powell. He hits the triple.
And that's a clinic on how to beat a zone. The fight shows that broadcast pushes us each and every day. And that is a person on a mission. We love you, Dickie V, and we love what you do for the community.
Can't wait to see Dick Vitale again. A living legend. Pull up block. Ogabats. The stuff by Veesaar. 14 for him.
Virginia basketball. There's nothing slow about the style and pace in which they play.
Wilsin went for the stop, but couldn't quite get it. Freeman in transition. And backs it in. Veesaar dumping it down low for Wilsin, and
Derek Dixon telling him he should be in that short corner. That's where the pass is supposed to come from Veesaar.
Swished in by Naithan George. North Carolina will meet Syracuse twice this season.
Rock.
George, a little bump there and hits it. You can put that in the book every single night. He's going to get 20 points or more. Rolls in for George. First of the 2 meetings.
And where would you put that, Obi? I mean, you've called Red Sox games for the longest time. Is it the equivalent of Yankees Red Sox?
It's so many great players who come through that way. It's staggering. On the turnover, Anthony will lay it in. Great players and great coaches on the rivalry. The fan base is swat away. And a rejection by Suarez. Anthony tiptoeing in. Will drop in 2.
One thing with this zone, Syracuse has been able to keep Carolina out of transition.
George over the top. Nice play by Suarez to get his fingertips on it, tip it in. But I love the idea they came and tidied up afterwards. Like, we made our point. Freeman spins to his right and banks in two. He's had a big night. 23 points for Donne Freeman.
Well, you realize that as much as all of us love the rivalry, we're all on each other's teams. We all support each other. And like I said, some of my friends went to school at Carolina. You have a lot of respect and admiration for what both programs have been able to accomplish.
Kyle with a vicious slam. Kings will attempt the long distance shot and swishes in a three. A lot of fans had already headed for the exits when it got to 32. They can be forgiven for that. Inbounded for Kings. He hits a three. Wow, you got to be kidding me. North Carolina will win it. Got a little hairy down the stretch. But they win this one in the ACC, and a big Monday. They knock off the Syracuse Orange.